Hey, what's up, guys? Billy here again, here to do the daily stock watch list review. And today I'm doing the review for April 16th. Tomorrow's Friday, and there's a Witcher, so there's going to be a lot extra volatility. So if you're playing some same day contracts tomorrow when you're scalping or day trading, you're in luck. You're going to get a lot of juice and a lot of cheaper contracts. You just have to be on the right side of the movement. So let's get into the watch list review. SPY, as it's still closing. So this morning in the stream, I went over aggressive entries and aggressive entries and passive entries levels that you could use, and they were used very well today. Here on SPY, on the first one, right out of the gate, you could have played the aggressive or the passive because you got the rejection come up. It came down, sorry, failed, came back up, rejected, and that's those 80% entries I tell you all about all the time. But you had two of them here on the aggressive entry and on the passive entry. I wouldn't have been too keen on playing calls today, but you even had the fail here, so yeah, you had a couple good scalps here on SPY. Let's go to Apple. But today I did 15 stocks on the list because I wasn't actually here yesterday. So here on Apple, you could see you could have played the scalp here. You waited for the weekend period. It was still about 20 minutes later, but you got a good entry here on puts, as well as here. You had your head and shoulders pop up above the line. That's very good. That's a very good entry there. Good indication right there on Apple. I didn't play Apple today. I played BA, SPY, averaged down some KO, January calls. I'm in SPY, June puts. And what else did I play today? Oh, Uber. I longed Uber for a quick scalp, made about 18%. That was a Yanni play. So there on Apple, that was really good. Next we have AMD. Speak of the devil, I say Yanni and then I chart AMD. So here I only did an aggressive break below and a passive break below. I don't even know what just happened. Gonna go with the flow on that one. And then you even had your retest here. So you could have had an early entry here and then stopped out, or you could have waited, like I say, wait for the weekend period. You would have had your good entry here, even kind of a bull flag. You had a bull flag here, above, right on my mark actually, so that would have been a really good mark to get in. Today's list had some really good patterns around all the entry levels. Easy clean run. Amazon, the big winner today. I think I had 3 people play this off the list today. One person made about $9.50. Someone made about, I think, $50 on a super out of the money play, and I don't quite remember the third one. But 2 of them were the same person, I think. But here you had a pretty good entry. You saw it break above off that line we did in pre-market stream. It caught support, and then you had your 80% mark. And I circled this because your best entry would have been right here, because you made a higher high above your support. So that's a really good entry right here. Safe entry for a day trade. And then you let it run. Just monitor the market. Lately, Amazon doesn't care what the rest of the market's doing, though. Here we go on Amazon. BA, sorry. Don't even need to talk about the break above. The break below was 142.30, this white line right here. Right out of the gate. Again, came up, hit, rejected, fell. I even gave this other entry on the stream if you were watching. You get a lot of extra tips on the plays when you're in the stream, because I can't type all of it and send it to chats all at once. But I said this was a consolidation range I would like to see be traded out of. And as you can see, you had an even better passive entry to get in for short puts and all that good stuff. And it just kept making lower lows and lower lows the rest of the day. So Boeing was a pretty easy one. BAC, I almost bet it was side. Oh, wow. Great entry. That was in the weekend period, but again, on some of these, they don't come back up and retest. This would have been your best entry if you were waiting for the retest. Kind of flagged here. It's a really good drop. Now, that doesn't look like a lot in money-wise, but percentage-wise, that's a crap ton for BAC. So that was a one-directional play today. Same here with BAC, or Beyond. Even had to wait till midday to get into your more passive entry. That's why I say stay patient and on the bottom of all my lists, because you'll normally be waiting for this to get the better play. There's some choppiness here. There wasn't any choppiness on this fall. That was the better, cleaner play. Facebook. And then we have Netflix, Nvidia, Microsoft, Roku, SPY, Square, Tesla, and Zoom. Again, one directional. Waited for the weekend period. You would have hit the rejection. Got the better entry. Less choppiness. And if you're going to day trade, you need to be getting contracts that are meant for day trading, not like a 2 week out, super out of the money play. Like you're hurting yourself. You're already hurting yourself by getting a crappy contract. The Greeks, the open interest, the volume matter. I'll have some videos going over some of that too, but I have guides for a lot of this. So here on Netflix, that was our next one. Our break above was 437. Our break below was 430.75. Here it even kind of hit our... almost came down and hit our support. Our break below, sorry. Followed the supports of... that was loud. Followed the supports of pre-market. That's a very strong line right there. Even came down and hit it over here too. These pre-market lines are very important. Entry. Waited till after that weekend period and catch that rejection, get that support. And when I say that, I mean it broke up. Yes, you could have entered here and you would have been good. You could even get set your stop loss loose and then let it run. But better play would have been to wait for it to come down here and catch support on the break above. And all these lines are set in the stream before markets opened every day, an hour before. So none of this is made up. Nvidia. 288 was the break above. I drew a line here, but I don't think I wrote down the target, but I think that was my target. So that was good. Good entry right here. Even could have waited. Aggressive entry seemed to pay off today. So if you were antsy, today paid off. But I would not be antsy every day. The more passive entry right here would have been better. You don't want to be getting into uncertain plays. Microsoft. 175 was the break above. 173.50 was the break below. Definitely had some problem breaking below the level here strong. Honestly, if you didn't play Microsoft at all today, you would have been happy because this was too much choppiness. You had a good entry here. And again, using these levels both ways helps too, because you could have shorted from this level too all the way down to this and used this as a target, because these are considered comfort zones, what I call them. And you could have entered right here, stayed in through the flag, exited on the support, like make this your target, because that's a good, that's a good range. That's another $1.50, $1.40, $1.50. That's really good in options. So for scalping point of view, that would have been a really good play. Entering on this level, exiting on this level, using that as your target, or at least close. Do little ranges if you want. Roku, then we have SPY, Square, Tesla, and Zoom. So super one directional, like I said earlier. If you do see this early jump kind of stuff, use that as your next break above, because now you know that it needs to break above this and catch support to continue up more with more momentum. So even without using volume, all I used there was candles. This was the break above right here, and I moved it to here because that's where it needs to catch support. And look where it caught support at. Could have entered anywhere right here confidently. Set your stop loss. Get in and set your stop loss. A mental stop loss if you need be. I was helping someone the other day. They kept worrying about like their stop loss and where they were setting, and they kept getting cut and all that stuff. I'm like, man, just set mental stop losses then, because I don't set real stop losses. I exit when my TA gets bad. If this would have came back down to here and started doing this little action, I probably would have been worried about it and started getting close to exiting. But I didn't need to because I entered on my TA. It broke above here. If it would have came down and maybe broke here to ruin the higher high, to come down and make a lower high, or lower low, I guess I should say, then it would have ruined this trend, and then I would have exited. But it didn't. It kept going. It caught support here, and it kept running for a very directional play. I already went over SPY at the very beginning. Square, Tesla, then Zoom. Square, very one directional for the most part. Midday seemed to give it a little more juice to keep going. This is probably when buyers finally got exhausted to keep it up. Good entry here if you were playing aggressive. If you got in on any of these lower highs as they kept happening, that would have been good. Just like I said before, you didn't get this entry because it was too aggressive, but you did see that it failed to come back up to there. And even here, and here, and here, you know, you could keep using these levels as reference because you're never done putting more levels up there. All right, let's go to Tesla. Tesla, I said staying above 704 will help keep Tesla bullish. Below that, it'll get choppy. And then 735.75, 712.75, as you see there. And what do you know? Stayed above 704, remain bullish, just like in my notes, as well as we went over in the pre-market stream that we do every day. I even cut support, just like I keep telling you guys. It's really good to play the versatility of this. This is a break below level, but it caught support on it. Now, I did call out a descending triangle on Tesla today, on the 30-minute and the 5-minute. But like I go over in a lot of my videos, and there's a video and another one that I did. Double confirmations. Yes, this is a descending triangle. Yes, it was squeezing, but oh wait, that isn't it. It's this. This is what we're trying to play for the downside, and I only called out puts, and that was a mistake on me. As I always preach people to play both sides, the double confirmation. That's just one confirmation that it was ready for puts. But like I said, wrong on me. I should have been ready for it for the upside as well, because it made higher highs and it pushed up and it made a lot of money. So Tesla, that one did really good though off the list, but it caught that support and moved back up. So I'm really happy about that one. Zoom, I set a range above it where I said I didn't really want to see it because I feel like it would be choppy, and it dropped right after I posted the list. I saw it and stayed under the range I was saying not to be in the whole time, and the break below was 143. I set a very passive range on this today because I did not want to see anyone trade this. After I saw what happened here, I made the bottom side a lot more loose, and I just didn't want anyone playing this because even if it did break this, I wasn't going to be 100% certain that it was going to be able to go down more. I felt like it was just going to keep doing some random action. And even here, you could have kept using this as support, the pre-market low for calls, but I still don't want anyone on Zoom. Tomorrow, the premium should be a little cheaper, so we should have a little more fun with Zoom. So I'll definitely try and write some special notes on a few stocks tomorrow. I might do a smaller list and write more specified notes on each one. Maybe like 8 stocks and more notes. But make sure to like the video. If you did like the video, please be sure to comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thank you.